I'm telling it like it is. They're fake. They don't. Nick, Forbes don't even know how much I make. The fuck? No cap. Stop listening to the goofy ass. Hear from me. I ain't even been on. I got a lot to say. Demetrius, Andrade, auto-tune, squeaky talking motherfucker. I smack the fuck. Play with me in person. Go to the Wilder fight. I'll see you at Wilder fight. If you real, go to Wilder fight. I'll meet you at Wilder fight. Let's turn up at Wilder fight. Wilder Fury. Let's turn up. Jacobs, whoever want to fight me, go to Wilder fight. And I'm going to pick you out the day of the fight. Fuck. Stop playing with me. I'm the champ. Big champ shit. You know what I mean? Hey, big champ shit. Stop playing with me. Yeah, tell them that. Tell them I said that. So y'all can see that the champ do what y'all do. We all the same. We all humans. You know what I mean? Alright, I'll see y'all later, man. Ain't nobody on it. Y'all add all them motherfuckers. What's his name? Eddie Hearns. To call Al HAYMON. You know, fights, I don't do that shit. You put the shit together. So Eddie Hearns. Yo, Eddie boy. Bitch, call Al. Stop calling me. The fucking look like I don't fucking make fights, you stupid ass queer. You make the fight.
As y'all heard from the clip, the best way to summarize the drama between Charlo and Andrade and the way Charlo responded to both Eddie Hearn and Andrade is that Charlo is not a Canelo. He's a line only. Now, of course, when you're in the jungle and you want to be the king of the jungle, you have the cheetah that run the jungle, which is Canelo Alvarez. It's the fastest one that could get away from the smoke. And you have the lion. Now, of course, the lion is not as fast as the cheetah, but nevertheless, he still run the jungle because he mark his territory, then he claims it. Just like Charlo claimed Canelo Alvarez WBC belt and took it off of him and stripped it out of him. So that being said, Andrade, he come into the equation because he's the tiger. And you never know who wins, the lion or the tiger. Now, of course, y'all heard Charlo, just like I told y'all. He stated word for word what I told y'all time and time again, which is if Eddie Hearn want to make the Andrade fight, then why doesn't he contact Al HAYMON? It don't take a genius to figure that out. However, we're going to talk about it. But first of all, subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these decaf/old media. Of course, shout out to New Media and Dante for starting the new media wave. If you want to be part of the Akhi family, then go ahead and click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post or go live on Split Decision every Sunday. That being said, let's get straight to the business at hand. Now, y'all got to keep in mind, guys, that Eddie Hearn just worked with Al HAYMON with Andrade Ruiz when he made the rematch and the first fight between AJ and Ruiz. So that being said, you know how to contact Al. You know how to contact PBC. Why you keep contacting the fighter? Like he's the businessman. He's the fighter. Of course, he has his own promotional company, but you got to keep in mind Al HAYMON makes the moves at the end of the day. So that being said, Charlo told both Jacob and Andrade, if y'all so real, pull up to Deontay Wilder fight. He's going to be there. And he even went as far as saying that he's going to slap up Andrade. Now, of course, Andrade in the past has been known for saying that he's going to humble the Charlo brothers. This fight in particular is basically Errol Spence versus Crawford at the middleweight division. Now we have a fish in the ocean next to these sharks, which is Canelo. He claimed he pound for pound #1, but he doesn't want any of the real smoke. So the murderous row fighters is going to have to face each other. And we already know Canelo only fight fighters coming off their worstest performances. So most likely the winner of that wouldn't get Canelo, but at least the winner of this fight, the fans will apply so much pressure on Canelo Alvarez that he possibly or may take the fight in 2025. So in the UK term, basically, if Eddie Hearn want to show that he has Andrade's best interests, then make these big fights happen with Charlo, with Canelo, and Gennady Golovkin. And more importantly, the same way Eddie Hearn been aggressively calling out Charlo on social media, I would like to see him do the same thing or even more to Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez, since they all under the same network, unlike Charlo. That's a no-brainer. Word to my man Dante. Furthermore, one thing for sure, Charlo did not let his fans down, like Canelo Alvarez let his fans down and his whole nation. Charlo wants to smoke with Andrade, so hopefully that's the fight that will get made next. From what I heard, the bang fight should be next for Charlo, but apparently, like Charlo said in the past to Jacob when they met face to face, I could drop my opponent, you could drop your opponent, and we could fight next. So that's possible too. And also, I must point out, Charlo stated, y'all don't know what I'm touching. I've been touching M's and been flipping it to W's, obviously. And he is a star in the game. So regardless of what people say, you could hate him or love him, but the more haters you got, the more popular you are. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And nobody has more haters than Charlo. And of course, we know who are the Charlo haters. The same people that call in to split decision, denying that they not Canelo fans. However, they boxing fans. But some way, somehow, they don't want to see the best versus the best. And they rather Canelo Alvarez get stripped of his belt than face a Charlo. But they think by them saying, I'm not a Canelo fan, it will justify his action. But you never see a guy that doesn't like Errol Spence call in, and the first thing they say, I'm not an Errol Spence fan. If you're not an Errol Spence fan, then why are you staying it? It sounds like you're guilty. It's just like a criminal that committed a crime and then went to jail for killing somebody. Of course, they have the evidence for it. But as soon as he goes to court, the first thing he say, I didn't kill that guy. Because he's guilty. So, of course, he has to say that. So when y'all Canelo fans call in to split decision, saying and claiming that y'all not Canelo fans, y'all telling on yourself. Because y'all not Canelo fans, but y'all want to call in defending Canelo to death and bury your own self, digging your own grave. What sense does that make? Because hate it or love it, I'm a Canelo fan. Because I'm a boxing fan. The only one that's making his people look bad is Canelo Alvarez. So that happened if he's at least going to make Andrade versus Gennady Golovkin, Saunders, or any of the fighters on the zone. Gennady Golovkin, whoever it is, at least apply pressure on them. So, like I said, Charlo, y'all heard him in the clip. What's understood don't have to be explained. He ain't ducking no smoke. And his next opponent will be announced soon from what I heard. So that being said, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decaf, a.k.a. dumbass casual fans / old media. Shout out to Dante for starting the new media wave. And obviously, if you're a casual fan and you're tired of getting fooled around and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is attend the Akhi University every Sunday live on Split Decision. And hopefully one day y'all will graduate and become hardcore boxing fans. Now, till then, to attend the Akhi University is for free. All you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time you post or go live on Split Decision. Obviously, cop the Akhi merch. I appreciate every single one of my Akhis, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to Lunatune for the funniest boxing memes. I will leave his link in the description box below to his IG, so keep it a G and follow my man. And follow me too at IG, at Akhi TV. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out.